Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Python beginner tutorial series, earlier we discussed about how to create lists, how to do few basic operations with lists like adding or removing items or sorting or copying few lists and how to join or concatenate few lists. Okay, so we discussed about few basic operations with lists. In that series, today let's discuss about few popular methods which we can use with lists. All right, so listed here are few most commonly used or very popular methods that is most commonly used across uh, list operations, right? So append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. We still have few more, but I've just listed down few popular or most widely used operations here. Okay, so here in this list, I'm not gonna cover about copy and sort because I've already covered a separate video about how copy and sort operations work. So probably you can refer to my previous video in the playlist and try to understand how copy and sort works. So in this video series, in this video basically like we'll see about all the methods that is listed out here. Okay, first one starting with append operation. Okay, so append is nothing but you have an existing list, and if you want to append an item to the end of the list, in that situation you can use this append method. Right? Let's see this. Let's go to our PyCharm and oops, okay. Now if I run this, so basically see we have an existing list called list1 and I want to append an item called 100 and I'm just printing it. So I've used an append method here and I'm just passing the value within the braces. So now it will append the value 100 to the existing list called list1. In case if I want to append a different value of a different data type, say if I want to append a string in that situation, oops, you can append a string too. Okay, so you can append things of any data type too. So this is how you can use append operation. And second is clear method. Okay, so clear method is nothing but in case if you want to clear an existing list due to some requirement, in that situation you can use this clear method, as simple as that. Okay, so I'm going to run it. Now if you see, we had an existing list called list1 and we cleared everything in it and it returns just an empty list. Okay, so this is how you will use a clear method with list. Okay, so if you know, you might be put in a situation where you want to clear a list, in those kind of situation you can use this method. All right, and moving on, we have something called count operation. Okay, count is in case if you want to find out the number of occurrences of an element in a list, in that situation you can use this count method. Okay, for example, here I have a list called list1 where I have few elements within it, and now I want to find out the number of occurrences of 2 here, 20. Okay, so I want to find out number of occurrences of 20. So I can use the count method, which will give me the number of times this value is actually repeated here. So 20 is displayed 2 times here, right? So in case if I add 20 once more, it will display 3. Okay, so this is how you can, this is the use of a count method in list, right? And moving on, we have something called extend. Okay, so extend is a very useful operation. Okay, so if you are a programmer, I promise that you will use this most widely because in real time situation this becomes very handy because the extend is very powerful because you can extend one list to another list. Okay, so for example, say we have a list 1, we have a list 2. For some reasons, if you want to extend another list in those kind of situation, you can use this extend method. So what I'm doing here is I have so I'm just extending my list 1 to, basically I should say it otherwise, like I am extending my list 2 to list 1. So now both the since I've extended it now creates a single list. So everything is appended here in the list 1, and it gave me the gave me a single list basically. Okay, so this is one of the most popular and widely used. So if you are working on some real-time projects, I can guarantee that you will use this extend operation multiple times. Okay, and then coming to index, there is a popular method called index. So what you can do with this index is basically it's the same concept with other programming languages too, right? In case we want to find out the index of a particular value, you can use this method called index. Okay, so now I have given value called 10. So 10 is present in index 0. In case if I gave 20, it will give me the index value is 1, and the value of the 30 is index value is 2. Right? Okay, so this is how you can use an index operation, index method. Right, moving on. I think we have already discussed about insert, but nevertheless, we'll discuss about insert once more. So in case we have discussed about few operations like append or extend earlier. So what append or extend does is it will actually um, you know append the elements only at the end of the list. Okay, so but in case if you want to insert few elements at a particular position, you can use this insert method, which is very handy. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm using an insert method, and I'm trying to insert a value called hello. It's basically a string value in the first index position. Okay, so we have the index. So insert method takes two arguments. One is index value, and another one is an actual value. Okay, so now what I've given is the index value is 1, right? So 10 is 0th one, 0th index, and hello is printed in my first index, followed by 20 and 30. Okay, so this is something very useful, and I can again guarantee that you will use this very commonly in real-time programming. Okay, and moving on, there's something called pop. Pop is again if you want to remove some element at a particular position, um, you can use this particular operation called pop. There is a we discussed about clear earlier, right? Clear and remove methods in one of our previous videos too. So what it will do is it will completely erase the existing list. Whereas if you want to remove only the unnecessary items or specific items from your list, you can use this pop method. So what pop will do is it will just delete the value which is specified in this index. So the index 1 as value 20, so it removed value 20 for us and gave us the output, right? In case if I gave index 2, it will display only 10 and 20. Okay, so this is again something very useful when you work with lists, right? Fine. And then we have something called remove. Yeah, okay, so pop generally removes an item at a specific index. Okay, so whereas there is another method called remove. What remove does is we remove generally removes the particular value from the list. Okay, so if the value is present in the list, it will remove it. Here we have value called 20, and I want 20 the value 20 to be removed. So in that situation, I can use this. So it removed 20 and gave me 10 and 30. This is how you can use remove operation. And finally, reverse, this is as the name indicates, it will reverse the existing list and give you the output. Okay, so all you need to do is just use that reverse method with your existing list. Okay, now if I run this, it will be printed in reverse order. Okay, so it printed 30, 20 and 10. Okay, fine. I think, yeah, that's all what I want to cover as part of this video, guys. As I said earlier, you can learn copy and sort in one of my previous video, and I hope you can try all these operations one by one, and in case if you have any queries, please post it into the comment section. Thank you.